The unsolved murder of Janice and Alyssa Owen. On the night of March 14, 2008, the quiet town of Maple Hollow, Oregon, lost its innocence forever. Janice Owen, a 42-year-old nurse, and her 15-year-old daughter Alyssa, were found brutally murdered inside their home, a small, white-clapboard house on Mill Creek Road. What began as a simple missing person report turned into one of the most haunting and unsolved murder mysteries in Oregon's history. It started at 7:46 a.m., when Janice's coworker, Linda Frazier, called the Maple Hollow Police Department. Linda's 911 call: Janice didn't show up for her night shift again. That's not like her. She always calls in. I drove by her house, her car's there, the lights are on, but no one's answering the door. When officers arrived, they found the front door unlocked. Inside, the living room TV was still on, frozen on a paused home video of Alyssa and her friends at a school dance. In the kitchen, there were 2 plates of half-eaten spaghetti. One chair was knocked over. A glass had shattered on the tile floor. Upstairs, they found them. Janice and Alyssa, lying side by side in the master bedroom, lifeless. No forced entry. No signs of robbery. Just silence. Detective Samuel Briggs, lead investigator, described the scene in his 2008 report. Both victims appeared to have been attacked between 9:30 p.m. and 10:15 p.m. Janice Owen sustained multiple blunt force injuries to the head and face. Alyssa Owen was found with signs of struggle, ligature marks on her wrists and a single stab wound to the abdomen. The scene suggests a personal motive. However, no fingerprints, no DNA, and no forced entry were found. Forensic tests found traces of mud on the hallway floor, leading from the back door, but the ground outside showed no footprints. As if someone had floated in and out. The Owens' next-door neighbor, Mrs. Carol Dean, told investigators she heard something strange that night. Carol Dean, it was around 10. I heard music playing, soft, like from an old record player. Then I thought I heard Alyssa's voice, laughing, or maybe crying, I couldn't tell. About 10 minutes later, everything went quiet. Dead quiet. Then, I heard a door slam. Another neighbor, Tom Rudd, who lived across the street, claimed he saw a black sedan parked near the Owens' driveway that night. Tom Rudd, it had no plates. Just sat there for a while with the engine running. When I looked out again, it was gone. Inside Alyssa's room, detectives found something chilling. Her diary, left open on her desk. The last entry, dated the night before her death, read: Mom says I'm imagining it, but someone keeps calling the house at night and hanging up. I saw headlights by my window again. I think it's the same car that followed me after cheer practice. I told Mom, but she said I watched too many movies. Maybe she's right. Police investigated several leads. 1. Alyssa's ex-boyfriend, 17-year-old Evan Mercer, who had a history of jealousy. He failed a polygraph test but had an airtight alibi. He was at a friend's birthday party, confirmed by 12 witnesses. 2. Janice's ex-husband, Martin Owen, who had left town 2 years earlier after a bitter custody battle. He was working as a truck driver in Nevada that week. GPS records from his rig confirmed his location. 3. A drifter, James Red Mallory, spotted in the area days before the murders. He vanished after the killings. A knife was found near the riverbank with faint traces of blood, but it didn't match the victims. Each lead fell apart. Each clue led nowhere. 2 weeks later, investigators found a security camera at a gas station 1 mile from the Owen home. At 9:41 p.m., a black sedan pulled in. A tall figure stepped out wearing a dark hoodie and gloves, bought a pack of cigarettes, and drove off in the direction of Mill Creek Road. The face was never visible. The license plate, missing. By 2013, the case went officially cold. But every few years, Detective Briggs still returns to that file. He told a local reporter in a 2019 interview. Something about that night doesn't add up. Whoever killed them knew that house, knew their habits. It wasn't random. It was someone they trusted. In 2018, a former Maple Hollow resident, Rachel Cummings, came forward with a story. She claimed she was driving home from a late shift on the night of the murders and saw something near the Owen property. Rachel's statement: "I saw a man standing by the tree line. He wasn't moving. Just standing there, watching the house. I remember his face, pale, like he was lit by the porch light. But when I blinked, he was gone." Police followed up, but Rachel's description didn't match any known suspect. In 2020, the new homeowners of the Owen residence reported strange activity, the back door sometimes left open, music faintly playing from nowhere, and on one occasion, a voicemail left on their answering machine, a static-filled recording of a young girl's voice whispering, "He's still here." The number was traced to a disconnected landline once belonging to Janice Owen. 17 years later, the murders of Janice and Alyssa Owen remain unsolved. No arrests. No confessions. No closure. But in Maple Hollow, locals say that on quiet March nights, if you drive down Mill Creek Road, you can still see the porch light flicker on and off, as if someone's still waiting for the truth to come home.